Hi, first graders and first grade parents. Miss Pagan here. Today is Wednesday, and we're going to talk about what we are going to do for journal today. On Monday and Tuesday, we worked on an informational writing that was about the story that we read about the robot inventor, Takahashi. Today, we're going to be working on an opinion writing that's going to allow you to get a little bit creative. So, what we're going to be working on today is you're going to be able to invent something new to make your life easier. Your question is going to be, why is it the best invention? So again, you want to think about what could you invent, either a robot or something different, that could help make your life easier. Maybe it would help you do some type of a chore at home. Maybe it would help you do something at school. Or maybe it would help you play a sport or a game. So you need to be creative and really think about what could you invent that is brand new. It has not been invented yet, that would make your life easier. So if you need a few minutes to take your time and really think this through, that's just fine. Make sure you have all of your writing materials ready to go, because as soon as you think of your idea, you're going to need to go ahead and get ready to draw it. So make sure you have your journal or a piece of paper, whatever you're going to use to work with today, to write the date, 5/13/2020, your name, and then your number. Go ahead and take about 10 to 12 minutes to work on a really nice picture of what your invention would look like, and then try to show some details about what it does, because when we get to the detail part of our writing today and tomorrow, that will really help you when you're thinking about those sentences. So what we're going to do is, after you have taken the time to draw your picture, we're going to write our topic sentence. So because it's an opinion writing, we want to make sure that we introduce our opinion right at the beginning, right in that topic sentence, and those details will support that opinion. So I'm going to go over your topic sentence starter choices, and you will only have to choose one that you would like to write about today. The first one says, in my opinion, with a comma, my blank is the best invention. So of course, in the blank, students are going to want to write what their invention is. If it's a robot that does something, they're going to want to say what that robot is and what it does. They could choose, I believe my blank is the best invention. Again, in that blank, they want to make sure that they tell the reader what their invention is. What did they create? Or they could choose, I feel my blank is the best invention, or I think my blank is the best invention. So after students have verbalized, said their sentence out loud, after they've chosen their sentence starter, whoever they're working with, if you think that it makes sense and sounds good, they can go ahead and write their topic sentence on the line, and then do the 4 quick checks that we do at the end, starting with an uppercase letter at the beginning, finger space in between each word, a period at the end of the sentence, and a comma if you use a sentence starter that has a comma, and then going back to whisper read to make sure that it makes sense and that all of the letters are placed nicely on the line. After the topic sentence, we're going to get ready to work on our first detail. Now remember, the details are going to be what are the things that the robot does or the invention does. We want to say why it's the best invention. So if it's the best, it should be able to do things in a really, really good way or very quickly. So we want to make sure that those things are mentioned in the detail sentences. I put up a few sentence starters for detail 1. Students can choose first, first of all, or to start. So again, these details are going to be describing what things that robot or that invention does. So if I, for example, created a robot that was able to make my bed, I could say, first, my robot can pick up my covers and put my pillows on my bed. So they'll describe what their invention is supposed to do. And then later when I go to my other details, I can describe how it's made my life easier or what makes it better than any other type of invention that's out there. So again, after students have chosen their sentence starter that they would like to use, they need to verbalize it out loud. And then after it has been approved by somebody that they are working with, they can go ahead and write their next sentence after their topic sentence, making sure that they remember to do all 4 quick checks when they are finished. So by the end of today, students should have a picture of their new invention with lots of details. They should have a topic sentence introducing their opinion and specifically what their invention is. And then they should also have their first detail describing something that their invention does. So those 3 things should be done by the end of today so that tomorrow we can finish with detail 2, detail 3, and then wrap up with our conclusion. So if you have any other questions, please reach out to either me or your classroom teacher, and happy writing.